Hello everyone, and welcome back to my Monsters, Inc. toy box. This will be my only video this week because my parents are visiting from out of town and I just don't have time to record any videos. So I'm going to take the rest of this week off, which means my next video will air sometime next week. But I wanted to post something for you, and so today we're going to build the warehouse room that is at the end of the hallway that we built last time. So it'll go right over here. And if we come out the doors, this is where it will go. This is where the stealth game takes place, if you remember from the playthrough video. And my idea for this location came from the Monsters, Inc. video game from 2001, which was available for the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and the PlayStation 2 systems. In that game, there's an early level where Sully makes his way through a warehouse room filled with crates and moving forklifts. This room was not part of the original movie, but it was a fun room in the game, and I thought it would be nice to do something in my toy box as a nod to that game. But rather than avoiding moving forklifts like that game had, I chose to do a stealth game instead, where you have to avoid being detected by patrolling security robots. And so this is what we're going to build today. And before we get started, let me pull up my screen grabs here. This will be a quick build, and it won't take very long. So this will be a shorter video than usual. But we'll start with this terrain block here. And we will set the theme on this to be the Monsters, Inc. theme, the Monsters University theme, which is that one. I'll set that to be my theme. And we're going to create a room out here using this block to kind of frame it in. And we'll use this smaller block on this side. This gives us a chance to use the brick texture in here, which I like. I think that'll do pretty well. So this is going to be a small warehouse, but I didn't want to do anything too big because I need to save memory on my Wii U for the rest of the toy box build. If you look at the memory meter right now, it's not too full. So you might be wondering, well, what's the problem? But wait until after we finish the next episode, and you're going to see it's going to start to fill up pretty quick as we expand outward and build the door storage area. All right, so now that we have the warehouse, now we need the crates. So we're going to drop one of these blocks out here, and we're going to style this using the crate theme. If we scroll over to the right, you don't have to go too far before you find that. That's right here. I'll set that to be my theme. All right, and then we're just going to kind of create a little maze of crates in here. And, oops, I've already made a mistake. This needs to sit over a little closer. Here we go. This one will sit right here, half a nudge from the left edge of that terrain block back there. And we'll turn that one just so that the top of these aren't all facing the same direction. And over here, we'll do that. There we go. So this gives us some little cubby holes along the wall here where the player can kind of duck and they can duck into that and let the security robots go by, which is helpful. All right, over here on the end of this, right in this, on the train seam between those two blocks, we'll drop another couple of blocks here. And again, we're providing lots of places here along the wall where the player can duck out of sight. Sorry for that little delay. I was trying to find the right screen grab here for this next little section. So like that. And then we'll come down here to this terrain seam and go one nudge to the left. And we're just going to build kind of a wall of these. And I'm just turning those so, again, they're not too consistent. You don't want all the crates facing all the same direction. That would be bad. This next one will just kind of drop out here. Now you can put them like that, but again, don't put all of them like that. Alright, that creates kind of a nice little dead end area in there. And down on this end, we'll create a little wall along there. In this corner, we'll put a couple of them down here on the ground. And then we'll come across from here, from this guy. And we're going to bring this over and line it up like you see there. We're going to put two more this direction. And again, I'm just building a little maze. And there we go. So the player can come this way around. And again, there's going to be robots patrolling in here, so we have plenty of little side pockets where they can duck out of sight. And let the security robot go by. And that looks pretty good. Alright, and I think that's pretty much everything for this room. It is a very simple build. We still have to put the ceiling on, but I think I'm going to wait and do that at the end of this series after we hook up the stealth game logic, because that's going to be a lot easier to put down the paths and hook up all of the logic for everything if we can easily get into this room and see what's going on and do that. If we put the ceiling on, it's going to be really hard to get the camera in here to see what we're doing. So we'll leave the ceiling off for right now. But that is it for the warehouse room. I know it's a short episode today, but again, I just don't really have time to do much more, so sorry about that. But next week we'll get back to this build, and we'll be doing the huge door storage area that's accessible from the other end of the scare floor. You won't want to miss that, so be sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking my photo in the lower right corner of this video so you don't miss the next episode. And before you go, leave a comment and let me know what you think of my warehouse room. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great week, everybody.